I have to confess, the smartphone market is getting very boring. After Apple showed us the iPhone, along came the Android and the market was flooded with smartphones, leaving us all confused. So here is a confused man sitting in the middle of the road with two smartphones, the Karbonn A18 and the Spy Stellar MI355. Okay, I'm no David Blaine, I'm no magician, I'm not going to be doing any fancy tricks for you. I'm just a guy sitting on a chair in the middle of a road to nowhere. This week I'm going to be showing you two budget smartphones. On my left is the Karbonn A18 and on my right is the Spy Stellar MI355. And we are going to do a collision test here. We would love to do that, but we can't because first, they are not cars, and second, I don't have the money to pay for damages. Let us see what these phones are really all about. Now, before you say comparing the Spy craze with the Karbonn A18 is really not fair because they really don't fall in the same category, I would say you're probably right. In fact, you're right. But I didn't get the Spy craze MI425. It actually falls in the same category as the Karbonn A18. Life is not fair, man. Look at me, I'm living on the edge. I can die any moment. Moving on, let me tell you a bit more about the phone, starting with the Karbonn A18. It's a big touchscreen phone, 4.3 inches display, IPS display to be more precise. It has just the right amount of pixels to make it look good. In fact, to make it visible under bright sunlight. It's bright, clear, prone to fingerprints and scratches. So as soon as you buy the Karbonn A18, go and get yourself a screen guard.
So the phone is rectangular with curved edges. Now will Apple sue them? Karbonn wouldn't want that. The phone looks sturdy, the body is made up of all plastic, the back panel is glossy, so again it's prone to fingerprints. Also it feels flimsy. The buttons are neatly placed, volume rocker on the right, on-off button on top, alongside is a 3.5mm audio jack, micro USB port. Below the touchscreen there are 4 touch-sensitive buttons, home menu, back and search. On top is a 1.3 megapixel front-facing camera for your video chats, and at the back is a 5 megapixel camera with LED flash.
I don't know whether left is right or right is right. Hence, I'm in the middle of the road. I don't know where to go. Come back to the phone. Big phone need big processors to power them. And this one is powered by a 1 GHz processor, 512 MB of RAM. You have 2 GB of internal storage, and it can be expanded to up to 32 GB.
The Karbonn A18 runs on Android 4.0 ice cream sandwich and not gingerbread. The interface is intuitive and simple. Animations are refined. It's great for high-resolution screen, improving readability and brings modern feel to the user interface. Coming back to the A18, there are 5 customizable home screen. Touch response is great, very smooth to operate. However, there were times when the phone gave up on us. Once even the camera hanged, so we had to restart the phone to get it going. Now coming to the big screen, 4.3-inch screen should be used to watch videos, and it plays videos well. So you see them well and they sound well. However, sitting out under the sun makes the experience bad. Brightness maxed out doesn't help. So if you're outside, listen to music for entertainment and don't watch videos. Coming to the audio part, it is average, nothing great about it. Just get yourself a good pair of headphones. The device does come with a few preloaded apps such as Kingsoft Office, iBrowser and Next GTV. The preloaded apps aren't anything spectacular and you can easily download them and more from Play Store.
Okay, so this street lamp should be working tonight. I've done a great job. You're welcome. Come back to the phone. The touch is very responsive. Yes, it is very responsive. You can dial the numbers very easily because they are big. Call quality is excellent. But what I really like about the phone is the web browsing experience. Surfing the websites on a big screen is amazing. You get 2 browsers here, Android's inbuilt browser and Karbonn's smart browser.
Coming to the camera, 5 megapixel camera is also a good deal here. It clicks good pictures in bright light, and for low light you have a flash. Color and details are acceptable. Click pictures and upload them on Facebook. And now let's take a quick look at the specs of the Karbonn A18 in case you missed them.
Now let's come to the battery life. If you charge the Karbonn A18 once in a day, that's more than enough. Do your web browsing, gaming, watch videos, listen to music, make calls. It will last you the whole day with no trouble whatsoever. And I think it's a really good phone for under 10,000 rupees. It comes with a price tag of 9,790 rupees. So, go for the Karbonn A18 4, 4.3-inch IPS display, Android ice cream sandwich, good battery life, overall smooth operation. And the things against the phone would be its scratchy screen and the plasticky body. So after the Karbonn A18, it's now the turn of the Spy Stellar Craze or MI355. Now in reality and on fairness, we really cannot compare the MI355 with the Karbonn A18 as I already told you, because the Karbonn A18's real competition is MI355's bigger brethren, the MI425. Mission impossible. Anyways, we're not doing a comparison here, we're just telling you about the two phones with different specifications. You pick and choose which one to go for. Let's tell you a bit more about the MI355.
The Spy Stellar Craze or MI355 is a 3.5-inch smartphone which is not close to 10,000 rupees, but way below it, coming at under 7,000 rupees price bracket. The body is again all plasticky but feels good in hand. Design-wise, the Spy Stellar Craze is good. The body is glossy, so again fingerprint prone. The back houses a 5-megapixel camera with LED flash. 3.5-inch panel with resolution of just 320 by 480 is not impressive at all. Under the sun, you can't read anything on the screen. Let's not talk about the viewing angles here. The colors also seem a bit washed out. The phone is running on Android's now older version, Android 2.3 Gingerbread. Web browsing is good. Phone offers some preloaded apps, one of them being Spice Gang. And you also have Facebook app for social networking.
Viewing angle is also a bit of a problem. Anyways, the MI355 is powered by 800 MHz of processor. You have Adreno 200 GPU, 512 MB of RAM on board. The problem is in internal storage, you get only 210 MB here. The overall performance is pretty average. Multitasking can be done, but only till a certain level.
So go for the Spy Stellar Craze MI355 for its design, decent battery life, and the odds would be the Android 2.3 Gingerbread, which is old, and a slow processor. Let's take a quick look at the specs of the Spy's MI355.
क्या?
लंबी तली यहाँ तो फिर मैं इधर ही चला जाता हूँ यही रास्ता.
Now, wait a minute. This beautiful, handsome stranger has actually taught me a lesson. It doesn't matter whether you take the right decision or the wrong. What really matters is that you take a decision. I hope you are able to take your decision, because even if you end up buying a wrong phone, you know that that's the wrong phone for you. And next time, you buy the right one for yourself. Alright, so at times you find the answers to those big confusing questions in life in the middle of the road. I wonder where this guy ended up. Anyway, that's his problem. Last week, Fuji launched another camera in their most popular award-winning X series. The X series comprise of cameras with retro looks, and they certainly deliver great results. Just like me, I have unconventional looks and I do a great job. I would like to believe that.